throughout camp. Does it feel like now that you're right back in that position that
Most definitely. Always, whenever you're on the team and you're a part of the team, you want to prepare as best you can to be ready for your opportunity. And I've been in this league long enough to know it's a long season and you got to be ready for those opportunities that come.
How do you go about preparing when there's there appears to be so many moving parts with the Cardinals offense right now? You don't know who the quarterback's going to be necessarily. You don't know the receivers, who's going to be out there a lot. So how do you go about that?
I think you prepare for the guys that's normally been out there. If those guys, if everything we get coming out of there, that those guys, be a game time decision. So we prepare for those guys and we'll adjust as, the game go on.
I don't know. Vanga's obviously got a lot more on his shoulders now. What do you remember about being a rookie and the most difficult adjustment, just playing the safety position?
I think it's a difficult position, but I think he's come in and he's handled it well. He's a very smart kid, very tough kid, and he played big last week. The way he went into that football game and he played just like a starter. So it hasn't been too many moments that's been big for him. So I just try to be there for him and help him through those moments. But he's a hell of a football player. So when he's out there, he's playing big.
Can you give us a little glimpse behind the scenes of how you and he interact? And I'm assuming you guys have spent a lot of time this week knowing that you're going to be starting.
We spent a lot of time since I've gotten here. I take that, leadership role very seriously and try to give those guys as much as I can. And he's always constantly asking questions. He's an easy person to teach, and he studies, so he got a lot of questions. So any way I could be there for him, on the field, off the field, I've tried to be there for him. But give him his space as well because, he's an NFL player too, and he deserves to be here.
Can you talk about how you guys complement each other, how your skill set and his kind of match together, or how you can be a tandem on the field, maybe doing a little bit of different things, or are you guys pretty similar?
I think we're similar in some parts, but we got a role in the game. It's going to be expected of us to go out there and do our role as the best possible way we can. So I'm not going to get into comparisons to me versus him or anything like that, but I think it's two really good football players that's going to go out there and try to help win the game.
I think you were on the field for 13 snaps last game with him. What was that experience like, being out there in a game that matters?
Oh, it was fun as hell. It was definitely fun. He got a whole bunch of energy, and he brings a lot of fire to the field. So getting out there with him for a little bit last week was so fun, and I'm looking forward to it this week.
That's good. Perfect.
All right, guys.
Thank you very much.